Alright guys, welcome back. Yesterday was the day we've been waiting for since Ubisoft Massive announced in February they would be continuing to support The Division 2 with a new content release, title update, whatever you really want to call it, which included new content like the game mode that we're getting and fundamental changes to the game. We finally got an official release window yesterday and we got some more details on what's to come. Now if you watched my video yesterday, you probably couldn't tell how excited I was for this news. I did say in the video that I was downstairs cooking my tea when I was notified on my phone of the tweet from Massive that I obviously reported on. And no joke guys, I rushed the cooking of my chicken. I ran up the stairs to make my news / kind of reaction video yesterday because, you know, I wanted to see what was happening. I wanted to see what this update was, and I also wanted to get some out to you guys as soon as possible. You know, I literally put my body at risk of food poisoning to see what was going on. That's how exciting this news was, if that didn't come across in my video. But you know what? I don't want to be excited. I really don't. Let me explain. Drop a like and subscribe to stay up to date with all my videos. Let's get into it. In the past 10 months, I've made at least a dozen videos talking about the silence from Massive. A lot of those videos complaining. So it felt good yesterday to finally make a video that I was genuinely excited to be doing. For me, there's nothing less exciting than actually making videos complaining about things. So yeah, I do feel very good today, and I'm hoping that the next lot of videos I do will all be positive ones. Plus, we now know the new content is coming in February of 2022 after Christmas, which didn't come as a surprise to me, to be honest, as almost all DLC or any kind of new releases in the past couple of years have been delayed across the whole kind of gaming field. That's not to say that this content has been delayed, because that's not been confirmed, but seeing as the initial window was December of this year, I'm calling it a delay for the purposes of making this video. Now, on top of the release window, we got confirmation that in the meantime, fan favourite global events will be returning with new rewards and a new apparel event. I said yesterday that I wasn't sure if this was just the Division 2 global events or if we might see Division 1 global events make an appearance, but Yannick did confirm this will be Division 2 fan favourite events. So I'm going to assume events like Golden Bullet are going to be ones that we're going to see. And Yannick did confirm this on Twitter after the post went live, along with confirming that the apparel event will be new. It won't be a rerun of a previous one, which is what some people thought, which again is really good news. Lastly, we learnt that a PTS will be coming for this new content, I assume early next year, and the Intelligence Annex will return to provide a monthly article leading up to the new content, providing a detailed kind of focus on some of the new changes and features coming with this new update. The first one is tomorrow, coming from Trick Dempsey, and we'll focus on the revamp of specializations, something that I know a lot of people have wanted for a very long time. So this is great news. Don't have a time when this is going to go live. I presume it's going to go live around 5 PM UK time. So expect a video from me after that point. But obviously if it comes any sooner than that, I will be covering that. So you don't have to worry about that. Just make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss that one. The problem is, I don't want to be excited because I've been let down far too much recently, not just from The Division, but other games as well. Recently, a non-Division related disappointment was the Battlefield 2042 open beta. If you didn't know, I played Battlefield 1 almost every single day. Battlefield 1, I think, is probably my favourite Battlefield. Battlefield 4 is closely behind, and they've been my favourite kind of shooters, first-person shooters for a very long time. And I must play Battlefield 1 at least a couple of hours every day. And I was very excited to see how this new installment of 2042, which looked to be a sequel almost to Battlefield 4, would fare. Now, the open beta was quite frankly the worst beta I've ever played, at least from a technical standpoint. And not just that, but it missed many features that I expected to see. Thankfully, a lot of those features that were missing for the beta will be there at launch. But I was so disappointed with that beta that within an hour I turned it off and just went back to Battlefield 1. And in many ways I still can't believe they are the same franchise, because the quality was so under par on this 2042 beta compared to the Battlefield 1 full game, it's quite astonishing. A Division 2 example was the Summit game mode. I was talking about this new game mode way before it got announced following leaks on Reddit. My excitement level was kind of through the roof because, as with a lot of the community, one of the biggest complaints that I had with the Division 2, if not the biggest complaint, was the lack of game mode. Some of that we'd grown to love from the Division 1. Now, on paper, the Summit sounded great, but in reality, it came out less than half-baked, with very limited content. Replayability really wasn't there. Now, Massive, they did make changes over time, and it became slightly better, but even now, I still don't think it's a good game mode at all. It doesn't have nothing on survival. It's not even close to resistance. It's not close to last stand for PvP. You know, it's just not in the same ballpark as the level of quality from game modes that we got from the Division 1. It was very underwhelming, and I think most of you are going to agree with me there. Now, these are just two examples where my expectations far exceeded the product, and unfortunately, that just breeds disappointment. I'm afraid the same is going to happen here with this new content, and I really don't want that to happen. But I find it impossible not to be excited when we receive news on new content for probably my favourite game of all time. It's certainly in the top 3 games of all time. Now, the PR machine at Ubisoft, they know what they're doing. They fully understand that me and many of you are going to feel this way. They use lines like, "This title update will be one of our most ambitious to date," knowing full well the hype level will go from lower than 0, let's be honest, before this news, to 100 very, very quickly. They even confirmed that more title updates will be coming in 2022 from this article. So we know there's even more at a later stage. And I'm so excited. I read through that article and I was so excited. But I don't want to be disappointed. If your hype level is kind of on top of Everest, how are you meant to summit that? Because you cannot get any higher than that. So, guys, I really don't know what to do. I'm excited, but I don't want to be. What do I do, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Before I bring this video to a close, it's quite possible that I'm over-exaggerating my excitement for this new content because it's fresh in my mind. It's almost like the honeymoon phase of this new content. But with monthly updates providing more and more info along with a PTS, I cannot see my excitement level dwindling from now until release. Unless, of course, what they expose as what's going to be a part of the new content is very underwhelming. Then, of course, it will drop, but I don't think that's going to happen. I just pray Massive and Ubisoft Bucharest have a real treat in store for all of us, because I think we've been patient enough. I do have faith in Ubi Bucharest as they created the raids, which I think were very well done. As well, especially Iron Horse. Iron Horse was very well done. The first one wasn't as good, but Iron Horse was really good. So I am expecting, again that word, but I am expecting a very good game mode. Hopefully one that I'm going to be able to play daily and have that replayability. There's some of this game severely lacks. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Just wanted to get this off my chest and see if any of you kind of feel the same way as me. Don't get me wrong, I'm the sort of person who would rather go kind of all in and be disappointed than just give 50%. You know, if I meet someone new in the real world, I will trust them almost immediately rather than kind of wait for them to gain my trust. That's kind of how I work. So it's not a huge issue for me, but I don't want to be disappointed, and I feel like I might be because I can already feel my excitement climbing to a point where it doesn't matter what they show us, it's never going to quite reach it. That's it, guys. I appreciate this is a me problem. You guys might have the same problem. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Until the next one, Epic out.